Well, I just got home from court and I am emotionally beat. I I thought I was going to walk into this crazy heavy scene, and that's exactly what it was. I felt this huge blanket just weighted down in the room, and right when I walk in, I land eyes on Mom, who's already weeping, and nothing has even begun yet, and I just lock eyes with her and just wanted to hold her and tell her it was going to be okay, and tell her that it was going to end how she wants it to end, and I can't do that. I can't. Hugging her, yes, and telling her I'm there for her, and if there's anything I can do for her, yes, you can offer that, but outside of that, it is so out of your control, and it's out of her control, and there was anger in the room and disappointment in the room, and you have caseworkers and judges and biological grandparents on all sides, and the sisters and the brothers that are not in our foster home, who are all affected by this. And with this particular situation, we went 10 steps forward that were so positive, and then in a moment's time we jumped 30 steps backwards, and you feel that, and you feel the disappointment all across the room. And I'm struggling because this all comes down to selfishness. This all comes down to, in that one moment, a decision was made that was from a selfish mindset, and look at how many people are being affected because of that one decision. And I try to tell my kids all the time, like, listen, like you have to learn these things when you're little so that someday when you're a grown-up, you don't turn out this way, and you don't, that you have people's respect and you have people's trust. But really, like, that was the root of all of it. And now, because of this decision, because of this action, these little girls who were in their heads, they're returning home any day. Like, now their entire lives are going to be rocked, and I don't know what it means yet. Right now, it doesn't mean anything yet. But big change is coming, and it's really hard to sit on the side of it and go, okay, like, what do we do? And we just keep loving these kids and being a shoulder for them to cry on. And our little one, she's been in foster care for 2/3 of her life, and we personally have had her 1/3 of her life. And so you love these kids and you hold them as your own, but yet these things come, and it makes you just want to put your wings out and be like, but I'm going to protect you, I'm going to climb under, I have you, I've got you. But then you don't, because they're not your kids, they're not, on paper, they're not yours, and there's only so much you can do. And so today was really hard, and I wouldn't trade the position you were in. We've like put ourselves out there to be available to walk people through the darkest of times. But it means that we're wearing the weight of that with them. We're wearing their hurts with them, not just the kids, but the mom and the dad and the grandparents. And it is so hard. They say foster care is hard, and how do you say hello, and how do you say goodbye, and all those things. But moments like this, like, I don't know if we were prepared for this, and what do you say to these babes who know that you were going to see Mom, and you want to come home and be like, it's all going to be okay, you get to see Mom tomorrow or whatever, but instead you just look at them and tell them you love them and hope that they don't see the pain in your eyes, the pain that's felt for them, and but I know that whatever is going on in their life, however heavy, however dark, whatever it is that's changing, all we can do is love these girls with everything we have and trust that the Lord is holding them, and on days that doesn't feel like enough, but every day that has to be enough, because there's no, just like our own kids, there's no promise for their life tomorrow. Like, we don't know that we're going to have them tomorrow, and just like these babes, like, we have to give it everything we can in this moment, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And being in that courtroom today really reminded me of that, and I don't know, just broke me on behalf of Mom, and broke me on behalf of Dad, and on behalf of these girls. And I desperately want to see Mom be able to turn her life around, and for there to be reunification, and to bring this family together, and for a wholeness to come. But right now it's hard to picture that.